Hello, everybody. Captain Marty here on Friday, November the 14th. How about that? We just missed it being Friday the 13th by one day. But we still have been dealing with some weather for our offshore fleet. We've got some stuff going on the piers and surf, and I'll fill you in on what we do have to look forward to when I come back in just a moment.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty back again to remind you to stay powered through any storm with Generac home standby generators from the best at A&W Sales in Pinetown. As an authorized Generac dealer for over 15 years, they handle everything: sales, installation, and service with a certified, dedicated team you can trust. With over 1,000 satisfied customers, their mission is to deliver a seamless, worry-free experience from start to finish. Protect your home and your peace of mind with a name you can count on. Visit awsalesnc.com to learn more or schedule a free estimate today.
Let's be real. No one wants to deal with nasty varmints like mice, roaches, creepy crawlies, and critters. Leave that work to the experts at Outer Banks Pest Control. Outer Banks Pest Control is the best on the beach when it comes to eradicating those unwanted creatures. They've been in business for over 25 years with well over 100 years of combined exterminating experience. Outer Banks Pest Control, the best on the beach with a proven track record of excellence since the year 2000 and online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com.
So the offshore fleet did not go yesterday again. We're just in that spell of weather. I don't think anybody made it offshore today or this morning either, although I'm still checking around on some of that. Didn't look too good for them. We had great blackfin tuna fishing, and we still had some bottom fishing going on, especially down in Hatteras for sea bass. There was a king mackerel bite down that way. There's some fish biting, but business really slows down as we approach Thanksgiving weekend. And a lot of the guys head to the woods to go duck, deer, or bear hunting. That's just kind of what they do. But right now, pretty quiet on the offshore front. More action was found in the piers, on the piers, and in the surf. You know, just a little bit of a mixed catch, and they weren't biting everywhere on every pier or every beach. But Avon Pier had continues to be catching some big drum. That seems to be the hot spot right now. They're catching some smaller ones as well, but they're the pier really that's leading the way with the big drum bite. Although all the piers are subject to catch a big drum on any day still. There's still a lot of drum in the area. Some of the other piers, everything's scaled back a little bit. Jeanette's Pier and Avalon Pier, now these would be the couple of the piers north of Oregon Inlet. It was bluefish and speckled trout, and a lot of them were under keeping size, so they were throwbacks. The pier temperatures were 60 degrees. In the surf, there was a lot of a nice mixture of fish. Hatteras Island had the best of it. Avon, again, small black drum and sea mullet. We've been hearing about this sea mullet bite for several days. Rodanthe along the beaches, same thing, some sea mullet, a few black drum. Down in the Buxton area, they had some puppy drum and a few bigger drum, like maybe yearlings, and again, sea mullet. And then all the way down to Hatteras, it was puppy drum and black drum. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you can get it calmed down like it did yesterday, and you can get on the beach and catch some of those smaller fish, the ones that are really great to eat, the ones that keep the kids occupied, doesn't require a heavy heaver to get way out in the deep, you can have a lot of fun. Your local tackle shops will guide you on exactly what you need, everything from your fishing license to your tackle to your bait. And keep in mind, the reason you want to shop at a local tackle shop, their shrimp are going to be fresh, not frozen at this time of year. The mullet, it's incredible the effort they go to get you your corncob mullet that everyone likes for the drum fishing. You may go in a big box store and buy a package of frozen mullet. You've already knocked yourself by 50% in your ability to catch fish. And they have bloodworms. They have all the synthetic bait. And they can rig you up with a double hook bottom rig or a pompano rig, although the pompano are gone. But they can fix you up for that sea mullet bite that I keep talking about, so that's good. We'll take a little break. I'll be right back to talk to you about the backcountry.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Edward Lee here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet 2. She's a modern 60-foot headboat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. And it ain't just about fishing. Keep your eyes peeled for dolphins, turtles, and all that beautiful Outer Banks scenery. Miss Oregon Inlet 2 is available for private charters, including bachelor and bachelorette parties, corporate retreats, and family reunions. So ditch the beach for a bit and set sail with the Miss Oregon Inlet 2.
Anyway, a couple things to talk about. Good trout bite in the Sound. A pretty decent trout bite, but it's not the kind of thing that you're just guaranteed you're going to go out and catch trout. The good trout fishermen that I know keep a logbook and are really more into the water temperature, the water color, and all the conditions that they're fishing in, like the tide and the wind. They're more into that than the guys that are offshore looking for a marlin. And they take it very seriously. And those are the guys I see catching trout. They make it a science out of it. A log, a fishing log, is a great thing to do, especially if you're new to fishing. And if you're planning on coming year after year, the trends are really amazing when you see stuff like that. But you got to know you got to know how the fish are moving, how they're migrating across those shoals, things like that. There was a few puppy drum caught, and I saw a few sheephead, but those were minimal reports. Not a whole lot going on in the backcountry. But if you want to talk about the real backcountry, my friends Greg and Mike packed their Manio residents. They packed up their tents and their firewood, which, by the way, I gave them, and their fly rods, and they went to the real backcountry. They went all the way over to the western part of the state to Stone Mountain State Park, where they pitched the tent and fished like real men fish with their fly rods, catching rainbow and brook trout. Wow, that's dedication. That is not an easy fishery. And to give you an example, they're hardcore. They ate a quick breakfast in the camp next to their tent in the morning. They were fishing by 8 o'clock in the morning, and they stood there, and other than a quick break to eat a sandwich out of the cooler, they casted that fly rod till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's a long day. I would not be able to lay with them on that. I just have to go back to camp and start the fire and cook some hamburgers or something. But my hat is off to any fisherman that puts that much effort into their passion, which is fishing. So good luck to Greg and Mike as they finish up their trip in the next couple days. And that is our fish report for you. Appreciate you joining us, and may the good Lord bless you richly today.